It didn't take long at all, less than a couple days, for the new ownership of TikTok under Larry Ellison to immediately ban one of the largest, most famous journalists in Gaza who's currently reporting on the ground. She's a young girl. Her name is Bisan from Gaza. You've probably seen a lot of her videos. She's an Emmy award-winning journalist from Gaza. Okay, everybody knows this girl when it really comes to what's going on the ground. If you've seen, even if you don't remember her name, you've definitely seen videos of her. So she posted this after realizing that her account was banned. Take a quick listen to this.
TikTok team, what's wrong? Why are you so mad? TikTok deleted my account. I had 1.4 million followers there, and I have been building that platform for 4 years now. But TikTok deleted it. It's not restricted as every time. No, it's banned forever. And actually, I expected something like that, especially after this interview.
But we have to fight with the weapons that apply to the battlefields in which we're engaged.
Of course.
And the most important ones are the social media. And the most important purchase that is going on right now is
TikTok.
Class. TikTok. TikTok. Number one. And I hope it goes through because it's
truly a sick guy.
And this interview lately.
And
we made a change to designate the use of the term Zionist as a proxy for a protected attribute as hate speech. So if somebody were to use Zionist, of course you can use it in the sense of you're a proud Zionist, but if you're using it in the context of degrading somebody, calling somebody a Zionist as a dirty name, then that gets designated as hate speech to be moderated against. Over the course of 2024, we tripled the amount of accounts that we were banning for hateful activity. We also have, I think, over 24 Jewish organizations that are constantly feeding us intelligence and information when they spot violative trends. There is no finish line. There's no finish line to moderating hate speech, identifying hateful trends, trying to keep the platform safe. There's no such thing as an end game.
So I'll just stop right there. I promise I will play the rest. I mean, this is how they work, guys. This is how they work. They just go ahead and ban everything. They ban free speech. This is a journalist on the ground in Gaza. She's an Emmy award-winning journalist, and they're banning her account. They're censoring her. This is blatant censorship. There's no excuse for this. What is their excuse? Are they gonna, well, maybe they're gonna go ahead and say she uses the word Zionist too much, and they find that offensive. And because I'm on YouTube, of course, I always have to show these disclaimers whenever I talk about this, which goes to show the level of censorship about how worried you have to be talking about this stuff. This is, of course, under the Larry Ellison empire. Excuse me. And this isn't a surprise. These people do this all the damn time. They love, and when I say they, I mean the pro-Israel mob. They love to control free speech. I've never really witnessed anything like this coming from this. It only comes from this side of the aisle. So a lot of people are flocking to Upscrolled. It's the #1 trending app right now in the app scroll, and a lot of people are calling it the new TikTok. I don't want to talk too much about it right now because I am making another video on it later today. What I am going to say, though, to show people how much I really, when I say this, I'm not being hypocritical. If I had a position high up in one of these social media apps, I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do this as a Palestinian. I wouldn't do this. And I can prove to you guys that because I've been talking with some of the people at Upscrolled, just some people I'm close to that have started working with Upscrolled. And I literally told them, one of the first things I told them, one, don't remove any posts that for quote unquote misinformation. I said, leave everything up and just use the community note model on X. I think the community note model on X is amazing. I like how you could just post sources. People can decide for themselves what they want to believe and what they don't. It's great. I think the model works great. And the other thing I was going to say is don't censor anybody, including Zionists. If Zionists flock to Upscrolled, I told them right off the bat, I was like, literally, do not censor anybody whatsoever because Palestinians have the truth on their side. They don't need to. And ultimately, if Palestinians were in a situation where the entire damn world, I mean the entire damn world, not just evangelical Christians here in the United States and the pro-Israel mob, but truly the entire world started to hate on Palestinians for a specific reason, I think Palestinians 100% should not be censoring that. they should probably want to listen to that because that means that they're doing something wrong. I think we're all on the same page there. But for some reason, when it comes to the other side, they don't care. They don't care. They just love to censor everything, everything. They don't care if they're wrong. They don't care if the entire world really begins to hate them because they're wrong. They're more concerned about power and control. And what they don't realize, which is why this is so shocking to me, is that they're losing their own liberties. When you do this, when you censor, you just get more people to hate you. How do they not recognize how do they not recognize this is very much so cause and effect type of thing? You censor people, they hate you. People start to notice the truth, they begin to dislike you. You're not taking genuine constructive criticism, people are going to dislike you. There's of course there are very truthfully hateful people everywhere you'll meet. There are people that are genuinely going to hate somebody because their ethnicity is Ashkenazi Jew. That's just matter of fact. That's true. It doesn't matter because the vast majority of people will dislike certain actions that are coming from the pro-Israel mob, the vast majority, and there's going to be some that genuinely just don't dislike it. The truth of the matter is, though, they don't care. They don't care. They want everybody to hate everything that has to do with their sense of identity, as long as they get to uphold power. And this is really going to start to backfire. I don't care about the fact that it's going to backfire. I think it's actually great for our efforts. But for such blatant censorship with no just cause whatsoever, the uproar is 100% valid, and it's going to be in their best interest to bring her back. This is ridiculous. So let me go ahead and play just a little bit more about of what she recently said. So take a listen to the rest of it here.
But I expected that it will be restricted like every time, not banned forever. Anyways, it's not a loss. We have a proverb in the Palestinian culture and heritage, especially, "الشمس ما بتتغطى بغربال." I don't know what does it mean in English, but I'm gonna write it here. You cannot just hide the truth by doing all of these childish stuff, trying to impose your rules, saying that they are the community rules. No, they are the Zayo rules. I really needed that platform because I was talking to different people from the people following me on Instagram here. So definitely like different audience, different comments, different people, different minds. Inshallah, getting back soon. I don't know where yet, but in a platform. I'm gonna make more videos. And tuz, it's another Arabic word, especially in the Palestinian heritage. I'm gonna write it here also. Salam.
So, I mean, there you go. You heard it now. It was pretty interesting to see, out of all people, one of the first to speak up was actually Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Taylor Greene, look at that. So Marjorie Taylor Greene went ahead and she went on X and she wrote, let me pull up the statement. I'm gonna have to go. She basically wrote, it's disgusting that censorship in general is just abhorrent. Censoring somebody, here we go. I have no respect for people who impose and enforce censorship. Free speech is an absolute necessity. Even if you don't agree with it or like it, it must be protected. However, censoring people in a war zone where hundreds of thousands of innocent people have been killed is a whole different level. Very dark and disturbing. It's coming from former Congressman Marjorie Taylor Greene. So, this is just kind of the way the world works now. Apparently, there's no such thing as free speech. People just love to hold on to power. They don't care if the world hates them. It doesn't matter. And it seems like this is where things are just going to continue to head until the inevitable collapse of the Israel project in the Middle East. I think we're just kind of expediting that at this point. I'm also making a video on what's going on between Israel and Saudi Arabia right now, which also shows the regional reshuffling of power. And I think it's really interesting. I think you guys are going to want to listen to that too. That's really it for this video, guys. If you found it interesting, I'd appreciate it if you click the subscribe button below and give it a thumbs up as well while I continue to have my channel. It would help me reach more people like you. Also, I recently started doing member-only videos every day as daily recaps. So if you want to join as a member too, it would help my channel. It would help me do this as a full-time job for you guys too.